It's the lighthouse, man. I'm telling you. This one, looking a little trickier. It doesn't say West Quest. It says West Ouest, which is French for west. I'm amazed that people think that that's impressive. I thought people would be like, wow, 20 kilometers away, way to go. But, no, thank you. I appreciate your support. I don't think this is Asia. I'm thinking it's, could be Australia, could be Europe. Is this what Australia, this could be America as well, but it could be Canada. But it's, you know, we're going to need to see some signs. All right, so it's 20 kilometers away. There are some trees that could blow over on top of you, so be careful. They're driving a Mercedes. It doesn't necessarily tell me all that much. Everywhere they're driving Mercedes, Toyota. That doesn't help me. 200 meters ahead. So I'm thinking this is probably like Norway, Sweden, or Finland. Very commonly, you will find those countries looking like this in GeoGuessr. I would very much like to see some signs that were in a language, though, instead of just like numeric. I could see this being Australia, but no, wait. We're driving on the right side of the road, so not Australia. Is that like a Saab or something? That looks pretty, like, Swedish to me. Usually this ends up being somewhere in, like, it ends up being a Nordic country. I apologize, I've used Scandinavian in the past. Someone linked me to an infographic that was like, this is Nordic, this is Baltic, this is Scandinavian. But I oftentimes get them confused with Russia in GeoGuessr, and actually that sign is very helpful. Now I think we're in Russia. We're in Bopk. Spent many a summer there. It's quite lovely. This doesn't mean we're in Russia, but I think it does. I think we're in or close to Russia. Which I guess the Nordic countries are pretty close to it to begin with. Geographically speaking. There's a hospital 20 kilometers away, so just be aware of that. Well, I'm never going to figure out where we are in the country. That could be a lake or, I don't know, like the North Sea or something. So we're looking for, like, Bopk. I'm assuming that we're in western Russia, because it looks very, not that other parts of Russia are, but it looks pretty fertile and quite, you know, nice, if not a bit rainy. Why don't we just try here? It starts with the same character. Maybe it's close. That's not very good. No, oh my god, we were in fucking Irkutsk? That's a large distance away. I am never going to pour over the entirety of Russia to get that shit figured out, but still, good god. That was a tough one. Ooh, that was tough. Okay. This is more my style. We're in a city. We can glean a lot of information. At least a town. We're in a town. Let's go see this sign, then we'll head back in the other direction. Okay, so the sign is a person walking. We're driving on the right side of the... It looks like, from this angle, it looks like that person just has, like, an enormous boner. That's so good! Oh, man. That's great. I'm still wondering what that person does have now that I look at it. I don't know if we're ever going to know. Let's go back, though. Okay, so we're in, I think, Russia. I always hate to say it because it could be Greek. Admittedly, like, all of the languages that are part of that kind of family, they blend together for me because I don't know any of them. But I'm assuming that we're in Russia here somewhere. That's got to be Russia. Wild berries. You make my heart sing. Now the question is, where would we be within Russia? It's a town. It looks, and I hate to say this again, because it stereotypes the country as like one Arctic wasteland, but it looks green, it looks fertile, looks populated. You don't have that many areas in Russia that are super populous. I got myself thinking that maybe we're in one of the biggies. You know, maybe we're in St. Petersburg. Maybe we're in like Sochi or something like that. I don't know. The problem here is that, like, even if I look at, like, if I saw a sign with the city name on it, I might not even know that it's the city name until it's too late. 49 cents for pickles are, like, Polsky Ogorkis there. That's pretty good. Let's take, like, this seemingly somewhat major road through the town here, and we'll, see if we can see a sign of some kind. Not looking too great so far. Dude, this does not look like a massive city. It kind of does within the context of a relatively, like, unpopulated country. Now I'm getting confused. I see that sign over there. I'll go back for it. But we have these mountains over here. So we got some tall mountains. It's got me thinking maybe we're in the north. So now I'm thinking St. Petersburg is maybe not such a terrible guess. I wish this place was called, like, St. Petersburg Oil. Oh, that's not a road sign. When I was back here, like, it was obscured by the tree. Well, we got to move forward, like, a little bit. I thought that was a road sign. People in chat saying those are the Earls. You think so? They could keep us in, like, the southwest, I think. This is the road we were just on, but now we're driving backwards on it. But we're getting back into the city, which I think is a good thing. Alright, okay. North is maybe a bad guess. You can have Snow Peak Mountains anywhere. Well, I mean, you need a couple of criteria, I think. There's a statue. Is that straight up Vladimir Lenin? It's Vladimir Lenin? It's hard to tell. I can't really... It seems like he has a bald head, and it seems like he's wearing the Lenin coat. What did Leningrad become? It became like Volgograd, right? I think it... Or was it Stalingrad that became Volgograd? I'm gonna try it. Oh, well, oh yeah. No, it's not in the north. That's not the north of... I let myself be called in by the siren song. I was never going to get any closer than that. Oh, here we go again. Okay. At least this time we got like a city name right here, I think. Somewhere in there. So it's Russia. I don't know if that's an ad for a pill or a fucking river. You don't want to go north. I'll tell you my explanation for that. You don't want to go super north in Finland, because then if it's in the south, where I think more people live, people are like, how did you not know that's just 10 kilometers outside of Helsinki? What the fuck is this sign, y'all? I thought it was a fox wearing a crown and, like, holding a spear, but no, I think it's like, don't smoke in the forest or the foxes will die. That's motivating. I'll give it that. This is not Cuba. Someone in chat keeps saying Cuba. This is not Cuba. Yeah. A spoon of Cheerios. Thank you for the subscription as well. All right, so I'm guessing I've seen this like a little bit. This is probably where we are. K-Pax. Kapakorpuk. Now, we'll do the standard. Is it one of these cities? Let's look at the big cities that start with a K. Could we be in Kazakhstan? I doubt it. We'd be in like Astana or something like that. It wouldn't just say Kazakhstan. All right, well, then we'll do one more, like, zoom in here. I know it's not in Mongolia. I just want to check out Irkutsk quickly as we went by. Where's Kazakhstan? All the way back here. Okay. Oh, whoa. That's pretty close. That's pretty close, but not close enough. Oh, yeah. Sybil Beastly, thank you for the subscription as well. K-Patchorpuk. Is that it? Krasnodar? K-Patcho... It's so close. It's so close. Is it close enough to be it? I really don't want to go through the entire country here. I will. I don't want to. Okay, this is the furthest I'm gonna zoom in. And I'm gonna go across just to get a idea of how big Russia is. This is the furthest I'm gonna zoom in. We're gonna go across. Literally no cities. Okay, let's try this again. And would I even see it? Okay, I would see some cities here. Okay. Novosibirsk, Krasnovarsk, K-Patchorpuk. Ah, ha, ha! K-Patchorpuk. Yeah, all right. There's only like 100 roads in the whole town. And where's the Ferris wheel? Where's the road sign? Ferris wheel? What's the name of the roller coaster town? Talk about finding a needle in a haystack. I guess I should turn around. See if we can find, like, what road we're on. This is next level meta to be, like, road hunting inside of the largest country on Earth. I would shop there. Absolutely. I don't care what they sell. They deserve it. Is that the speed limit? What? Okay, someone from Eastern Europe. What's up with the line through the sign? Like, I see that whenever we end up in the Czech Republic or something like that, there'll be like the town name and then a big red line through it. What's up with that? Okay, I'm gonna assume that we're like, you know, here for no reason. That's pretty good. We were on the right road, actually. Just a little far away. Oh, the speed limit ends there? Is that true? Oh, you can't go over 40 over there. But what about the ones that are like the town? Oh, you're like exiting that zone. I get it. Motka88, thank you very much for the subscription. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I think about it. The way that we do it in North America usually is that instead of being like, you know, this is not 60 anymore, it'll be like it is now 80 or it is now 40. But that's pretty much as good as I'm ever going to do in Russia. All right. This one I'm not totally sold on yet. Saw Volvo, so my initial reaction is that we're obviously in Sweden. But this billboard is going to tell us a lot. All right, so I think we're in Russia again. That's our city. Wolkener. That's not very helpful for me. But this sign might have a major city on it, and that can help me out here. Oh, St. Petersburg is ahead on the M10, but it's pretty far away, perhaps. So St. Petersburg is like right there, and then the M10 should run into the city. Where's the M10? We got the A's. It's possible that it's actually a sign from just outside of Russia. that tells you to go to St. Petersburg. Like, could it be a sign in Latvia that's like, go this way? Or from Estonia? We've encountered this exact situation before. I can't see. It's like the E something. No, go back. E105. Okay, that's a much better clue. And what? Now I can't see the M. Was it the M11? Is the M10 and the E105? Ah, there's the E105 straight ahead. Okay. Then it becomes like the M10 when you get into the city or something. So we're looking for Pushikin on the way. Oh, Pushikinsky. So, but it's ahead, and there's one thing before it, which is like this one right here. So it's gotta be like a little bit before. It's gotta be like right here, maybe. That's, for Russia, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. This looks like Europe to me. Oh, fuck. This is like an Orthodox church? Yeah, okay. Still looks like Europe to me. Like Russia, maybe. Greece. Ukraine. We'll see. Find some language. Yeah, I would suggest that's probably Russia. Where in Russia? This is a good question. I'm hoping one of these many, many signs can help us out. But I guess when you're in a city, you probably don't need too many signs reminding you of where you are. This is beautiful. Hope this sign says, don't throw your trash out. We're watching you. It's like a bunch of trash. Okay. All right. Is this like, is this ceremonial trash or something? Because there's like a lot of trash. It seems like it's like a thing. It's like, hey, you want to throw our trash out here? Might as well. Your car is Adidas brand. Can we just talk about this for a second? Your car is brand Adidas. That's the famous trash road. Man, this is like, people really just throw their trash on the ground here. These signs are freaking me out. Like, what if they're a warning? Like, don't come down here. Someone's gonna, I don't know. Ugh, I have no idea. We're definitely near Kazan. That is surprisingly close, but I can't really take credit for it. It's basically just a guess. This looks, I guess it's American. Starting to think that maybe it's not American. I thought it was something.com. It wasn't just like .com. It was like gp.com or something like that on the GE truck that we passed. Where is it? It's all the way back here. Yeah, okay. No, it just says tp or tip.ge.com. So that, I don't know. I'm still thinking this is Russia. But it could also be, I'm thinking it's Russia. But, Russia could also mean, in this case, just somewhere in Eastern Europe. This could be like Bulgaria. Could be Ukraine. I keep getting turned around here. There's the backwards N. Are we in Greece? I'm seeing Cyrillic. It's like we're playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes again. I don't think Greece... My assumption is that Greece doesn't have a lot of wide open roads like this. Mostly just because Russia is like substantially large. But I guess it could be. But when I picture Greece, I picture like, you know, a stereotypical like Mediterranean beach or something. Okay, well, if we're in Russia, we're on a highway somewhere. Let's say we're on the road into Moscow. Could be worse. Could be worse. First instinct. Southeastern Europe. Maybe South America. Possibly Australia or parts of Africa, but I don't know. It's kind of a crapshoot for now until we see maybe some text that could narrow it down. Now that's Russia? I mean, I could see that. It's kind of like... It's hard to tell. But I will say those people look Caucasian. But it's, you know, not guaranteed. There's a very nice garden here. So now I'm thinking like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Russia is probably our best guess here, considering we can actually see the Cyrillic there. Now, Russia is like the kiss of death in GeoGuessr because the country is enormous. So we'd like to find a way to get more specific if possible, but we'll need to see like a road sign to swing that. And even then, it's like, unless it says, like, Moscow's right ahead. Hey, that's the symbol from, like, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Okay. Well, the other thing is we can't really say much about the climate. Like, I imagine a lot of Russia could look like this at any time of the year. Not at any time, but at a particular time of the year. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to hedge my bets. Because I know, okay, people are saying Russia's not the only Cyrillic language. I'm thinking it could be maybe somewhere in maybe like Western Russia. So maybe if we take something close to the border here, like maybe there, if it's in Belarus or Ukraine or even like Bulgaria, at least we're not so far away. We were closer than our Norwegian one, but it's pretty much just a complete guess. So I don't take too much credit for that, but pretty pleased with the way we're doing so far, but it only takes one Australia to completely fuck us. Sad Beep, thank you very much for the subscription. Okay, let's look at these signs. This could be Australia. Okay, it looks like it's actually someplace with a Cyrillic language. I don't necessarily want to say Russia, but maybe this... give us some information. VIP Cafe. I was hoping there would be like a freeze-dried coffee. I was hoping there'd be like a domain name on it. If this is Russia or Belarus or the Ukraine, I'd be expecting it would be Western. I mean, obviously, if it's Belarus or the Ukraine, is Western. Not the Ukraine, just Ukraine. But, It looks Western to me. I'm not going to look at the license plates. Most of the time, I wouldn't be able to suss it out from them anyway. This could also be, like, South... Is this Kazan? Is Kazan this way? Let's just shoot and say, you know what? Kazan. That could be Kazan. Wait, we would know how it's spelled. That is not spelled the same, but I'm not going to bother trying to mash up the Cyrillic. We were 2,700 away. That could be worse.
I knew a statistician. He always drank coffee when he did his tea tests.